fanatics, and my hats off to you. The first band that is coming in, this is DMC versus TA. They are both from Bombay. I would guess that both of them know each other's games really, really well. So if they've played against each other, this is the time where they go and ban all the heroes that the other side's good at, or even heroes that they're not comfortable with. Um, they're really not going and using their entire time. So yeah, DMC is definitely taking their time. They have a minute and a half of reserve time, and normally this reserve time is what you go ahead and keep at the end. So Captain, really, you need to step up on DMC. It is really important. A minute down, and it is getting into this. I really hope they don't have to go ahead and make this game again, because we've really started this game. And there's the first ban. We definitely have the first ban coming in. And that's a really interesting call. I'm going to check why they ended up banning. Uh, and there you go. That's the next ban which has come in. And hopefully this will now go ahead and go very quickly.
Team ban.
So this is becoming extremely. Tide Hunters out, and after that, it's a very interesting way they're doing this. Guys who are on the stream, what do you think? Why do you think this particular bans are happening? So Tide Hunters
10
definitely
seconds
go,
remaining.
and which would have been an interesting start, but
Dire team ban.
oh, there you go.
Radiant team ban.
Hmm. I'm really interested in this. This is the kind of picks. Yeah, I also think so too. I really think this is a push strat.
Dire team pick.
Oh, here's the first pick. Come on, guys. Based on this, what do you guys think someone should have picked? I would, because Invoker is definitely out, which was again, and everyone I know nowadays goes and removes what's his name, Zeus. So I don't know.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Dark Shadow Demon.
Radiant team pick.
Shadow Demon. This is ooh. Ooh, I love Shadow Demon. But that Shadow Demon's not a great first pick, right? He's normally a great counter you go ahead and put for someone. Well, it depends on how you guys play, but that's a really interesting. I think Team DMC really, someone in DMC loves how to go ahead and play with that. So it's going to be, hmm.
5 seconds
Okay, this is
remaining.
getting really close. Either they're doing this on purpose or this is going to be a random pick.
Reserve time.
Oh, reserve time. I didn't catch that one. They're really taking their time. And it's maybe just like chess. I think it's a good thing to go ahead and throw something that the other team.
Reserve
Venom
time.
Lancer.
Radiant team
That's not
ban.
really a counter. Ooh, that was a really
Dire
quick pick.
team pick.
I think TA is just going for players they know they're really good with. So they are going and taking those picks. And let's see whether this next one is going to be uh, a response or hard counter, or is it just going to be something that they're going to be really good at? I have to apologize. I really have not been able to
10
research both these
seconds
teams
remaining.
as much as I wanted, because I would have been able to go ahead and give you far more inputs
5
into that.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
And guys, I actually have to give out a shout out both to Alienware and to you guys. This is something really, really phenomenal that is happening. I really think that is really cool for Alienware to go ahead and have done this for
Reserve
our
time.
country. And yeah, ooh, Earthshaker, he is back. Big Man is back. I love Big Man. The big man is someone who I believe can go ahead and change the whole game really, really quickly. Really strong strength hero, upfront, in your face kind of an attack. Uh, it's going to be it's going to be really, really interesting with Earthshaker in there. But he can be hard countered. A lot of
10
people know
seconds
that.
remaining.
Uh,
5 seconds remaining.
Come on, reserve time is going to go
Reserve
ahead.
time.
And this is interesting. There is no reserve time left for DMC. You have to understand there's only 14 seconds left. So if they don't go ahead and plan well, and we have another another 4 bands to go to, they better be ready with their bands right about now, because if they don't, this is going to be really, really close. And yeah, I'm also a little concerned. Well, let's not call it concern. Intrigued is the right word of and how this composition is going to go. Are they going to go change their lanes based on what their performance is going to be? Because Undying, along with Earthshaker and Shadow Spirit, is Death Prophet is here. She is cool. And that is actually something which can counter with her specials, and her ultimate can counter some of the strength powers that are available. Um, Absolute intelligence hero can go ahead and do really well. Um, so, hmm, exactly. It's right now I am at stage.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
So, what do you think is? Well, she definitely is a nuker, right? So Death Prophet will go push-ish and can go ahead and be a semi-tank too. So yeah, that's going to be a really interesting one too. And as far as um, I don't want to call him a straight off
10 seconds remaining.
a ganker. But yeah, actually,
5
Earthshaker can
seconds
both be a
remaining.
disabler and a ganker, so I think that'll be a really. I think the perfect
Reserve
mixture is
time.
going to be how both of them react to um, the mixture that they will have. Who goes against who in what lane? I would not go ahead and put Death Prophet and Earthshaker in the same lane. I'd actually go ahead and get
10
them to other
seconds
things, because the
remaining.
damage that they can do to other people is phenomenal. Who did they ban? Who did
Dire
they ban?
team ban.
Dire team has banned anti-mage. That's a good call. And if they've banned anti-mage, that's basically because they do have 2 mage-ish heroes who can go ahead and be damaged. So I think a proper pick the next round should be a great intelligence hero for TA. But let's see what's their response going to be. While that was happening, there has definitely been a ban on the DMC side, and DMC go ahead and
Radiant team ban.
they're still thinking. Oh, they have figured it out. Yeah, they've banned Warlock, and before Warlock, they ended up banning. Let me just see. I'm actually worried about what the other side's pick going to be, because that's going to be really interesting right now. Come on, ban, 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 really quickly. Dirk's here. No. Ho, 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 ho,
Dire
ho, ho,
team ban.
ho. Is that an interesting ban? Why would they go and ban Queen of Pain?
Radiant team pick.
Ancient Apparition is a good idea. Great slow. Great.
Windrunner at your service.
Windrunner. Ah, finally a long distance attack. A lot of people say Windrunner, and I'm probably going to go ahead and ask this from the cast right now, from the people who are in there. And I just
Radiant team pick.
yeah, I know. I actually didn't know the hero, so yeah, I will go ahead and hold my hand out, and I would go ahead and say, yeah, sorry, but yeah, that's okay. I love casting, and sometimes I will go ahead and have these little mistakes. So you have to excuse me. I'm not a phenomenal caster, and actually that actually is an offer from me. I would love if one of the people in the cast would come forward and say, you know what, this is phenomenal. I would like to do this, and we are actively looking for people who would go and get on board as casters, especially in the DOTA2 scene. We have payments. We'd really love to encourage the scene. Excalibur, I would be really happy. Why don't you go ahead and look me up at the end of this match, and I will get you into the game for the next round. And that would be really, really good. But coming back to this, I am going to hit off one of the questions which I wanted to go ahead and say. I know a lot of people think that the sniper is an really lame kind of a carry. What's your opinion between Windrunner and Sniper? Who would you pick and why? Oh, he's playing in the next round. Excalibur, after your round. How's that?
Prepare for battle.
And we pass. 303. Yes, it is teams from India. Both of them are from Bombay. So hey, Kushal. Yes, we would love to go ahead and welcome, guys. Those of you who are in the stream, say hi to Kushal Tandon, the guy who is from Alienware and responsible for this entire tournament happening in India. So, Kushal, thank you. Really, really happy that you're here. And we are really excited. Guys, if you ever need anything, that's the person you have to go ahead and catch in life. Kushal heads Alienware as a brand head in India, so that is phenomenal. Well, getting back into the game. The pressure is now 2v1 at the bottom, and a great 2v2 happening. This might really be an interesting time for a gank. Yes, TA. This is all going to be whether this is going to be there. There is first blood. Excellent, excellent. He did try to get away, but that was great. Ancient Apparition definitely takes down Death Prophet, and Death Prophet now needs to suffer the lane will get pushed, and a lot of farming can actually happen. Ancient Apparition is actually moving back, and there you will see them go ahead and run into a backward position to go ahead and do this. While we are doing Showtime actually sitting on about 1100 gold, and so does Pyro, and playing Dragon Knight, and both of them should be building up interesting starts. Yeah, I don't need that. I actually want to go see what is the kind of composition that these guys are doing. If there is not too much pressure, there is
regeneration.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And this push might just be sufficient. Here comes Undying. Undying's gone and put a nice death cloud there to go and make sure there is a lot of pressure, and that should be held sufficiently. Not really any big development which is there except the Sage's Mask that is there for Shadow Demon, which is kind of essential at the start, and a Circlet. But besides that, not really a big expense which is there. Town portals there for Windrunner, which is actually going to be interesting. Is Windrunner getting pressured? Where is Windrunner? Windrunner is sitting here and should be able to go ahead and move very quickly up front, and should be able to put some pressure on Shadow Demon. So that's actually going to be a good 1v1 fight. Shadow Demon versus Windrunner. Level 5 and level 6. That's close enough. in terms of the level compositions, which are their level 5 Death Prophet sitting in the middle against a level 5 Dragon Knight and a level 4 Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition, I think, should be able to go ahead and change lanes unless there is a lot of pressure being put here. While we're doing this, there's an Undying that's sitting at level 4, and so is actually Chaos Knight and Venomancer along with Witch Doctor. So 3 level 4s sitting against a level 4, which is really interesting, and the levels are much higher in the middle right now, so that should be fine. Not too much pressure, and this matchup's not going anywhere. Got a solid hit on Windrunner. Ooh, another solid hit. 4! That's actually phenomenal. 4 Shadow. That is 4 levels. 5! This should go ahead and be a lot of damage, and unless there is good healing salves that are active all the time, this should go ahead and put 6. Dude, this is going to be 500 damage, and there we go. And that's the time there is a potential gank going to go on. Windrunner is going to get pushed again 7, and is that sufficiently? And there goes Windrunner. That was straight off with 7 poisons on Windrunner. That was going to be a really important play, and this is now sitting at a good 3-0 in the favor of the Dire. And while that is actually happening, DMC is seizing control. If you look at the charts right now, that's been a great pullback that is happening in terms of the gold earned. And if you actually look at the experience set which is there, again coming back pretty even keel, and even now favoring Dire, which is DMC. So that is definitely interesting. Death Prophet versus Earth Ancient Apparition should be a decent matchup, but both of them pull back, and there is no more pressure coming. Is there too much of a match going on here? Farming across the board while this is happening. I actually feel Ancient Apparition can definitely solo, and so can Death Killer. So Death Knight, and double damage. Ooh, Shadow Demon is just Shadow Demon is on fire. Level 8.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
And Windrunner is really getting pushed back. If you look at the kind of KDs that are actually happening. And you know what? You can show off that anywhere. People call my laptop. I have a M17X, and I personally think that it is one of the coolest laptops I can carry around. It's red in color. It's got an alien which glows on it. So it is really, really, really cool. And yeah, and worldwide, Alienware is by far the coolest company to work for too. So as part of Dell, they go ahead and put a lot of effort into gaming. And as you can see, we have the gaming arena, which is the Alienware game arena, valid here. So yeah, there you go. There goes my little Windrunner. And Choppity Chop, level 6, but still getting pushed by Shadow Demon, who's level 8. And those 2 extra levels are just because of the kills that he's been consistently getting against this. While the ping is going on, no, there's nothing serious as a problem which is here. And while we're talking about this, there is a push that is happening. We've got, again, 3 people moving from the bottom to the middle. That might be a really interesting part. Are they going? Yeah, I was thinking they're going to go for Roshan. I think this is way too early to go for Roshan right now. So that drawing was a little off. I think they do want to go ahead and collect and push a certain formation, Again, 2v1 coming down the middle. You have both Death Knight coming, and there goes Death Knight, and whether Death Knight is going to go ahead and hold him, which is there was a straight attack, and this is going to be reverse countered. Dragon Knight is actually going and getting pressured, and Dragon Knight will fall. That was a great counter kill, which is there. Let's see if they can go ahead and can't. Oh, that was a double kill. That was phenomenal. That was a good takedown. Guys, that was straight, going from 2-4 to become a 2-5, and it straight off is a 4-4, and whether the tower can go ahead and fall, this is going to be really interesting. This is the tower, I think, will fall in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shit. Oh, is it going to be denied? I think it is. I think this is definitely going to be denied, which is there. There is definitely a push while this is happening. Shadow Demon is getting pushed. Shadow Demon is definitely going to push, but I think we'll be able to go ahead and exit out of this very good. But this is I think Venomancer has gone and overextended, and that will definitely go ahead and call. That was a great double kill by oh god, man, I'm talking too fast. I can't even go ahead and catch up with my own words. Shadow Demon definitely went and made the entire team punish. So it went from 2-4 to 4-4 to 4-6, and I think that was just because everyone became overly greedy. And the formation will now go ahead and take its time and go sort itself out. You see the entire team, they will go ahead and push here, they will push here, they will go ahead and hold here, and that's the replenishment which is there. Witch Doctor and Venomancer definitely got taken back. I think there's a call for farming, and that's going to be normal while this is going on. Windrunner is keeping her lane busy, but this Earthshaker is level 7. Let's look at the level performances. 7 versus 8 in this lane, but while we're doing that, Dragon Knight is definitely 7-2, and that was there was a sufficient amount of push that is happening, but these two will go ahead and push really quickly against the little girl. Although has managed to take down Dragon Knight to about 50% health, 388 for about 800, but the push is going to be there. I think there is a push that is being called. Everyone is here. You guys look. This is a huge composition which is there. Whether this is going to be pushed very actively, I think they will push whenever they can. Dragon Knight is here. Whether they can go ahead and take him down, but there is support. There is no support actually. There is support. There is 3 versus 2. It's become 4 versus 3 right now. While that is happening, do not forget what these guys are doing. I think this kill might actually come down. The Chaos Knight definitely. Dragon Knight. Oh, sorry, Shadow Demon. Why am I saying Dragon Knight? Shadow Demon's really been pulling lanes. Went from top to bottom and got another kill, and is now sitting the highest at level 10. Look at the KD ratios. Definitely Shadow Demon sitting at 6-0. While Windrunner's got the maximum number of deaths, but so has Pyro, and Pyro's been pulling out again and again. The weakling, as I would go ahead and say, is definitely Ancient Apparition for the Dire, and the Witch Doctor, which is still sitting at level 6, and that's about 50% of the total levels, which are extremely higher. And while this is happening, while the attacks will be going on here, come on, this is going to be so close. Well, the Punk is... Undying has definitely hidden. Whether anyone can see the Undying which is there, no, he definitely gets caught out by the Witch Doctor, but let's see whether the Witch Doctor can go ahead and take him down. No, I don't think so. He will go ahead and run back really quickly. And interesting, Shadow Demon still has some amount of health left, and he is pulling back. So there is not much of a change that happened there. So that would actually have been some quick kills, but nobody could take down the Dire, and the composition is 9 versus 7, and this is getting really interesting.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So right now there is not much of an action happening. There's some farming that is happening. There's a level gain by Death Prophet, which is been well used. Let's look at the ultimates which are there. You've got 3 guys on the Radiant and 2 guys on Dire's running. Yes, there is definitely a haste rune there, and let's see if anyone goes and picks that up. Three guys at the top, and Ancient Apparition, Shadow Demon, both going in, trying to push, which is there. And Windrunner's all alone, level 9. Let's see whether there's going to be a strong push against this. If there is any kind of an overextension that is done by Windrunner here, she will get taken down. There is some support, and there's a huge influx of players moving to go ahead and give support, because there it was literally 3 versus 1, and now I think this is getting pushed 3 versus 1. Overextension, oh, that was a good pullback. Whether this is overextension, I have no idea, but there is support now. It's going to be 4 versus potentially 3 that is sitting, and let's see whether this is going to be a good team attack right now, although there is a huge movement into the middle lane that is currently happening. While we are doing this, Shadow Knight is just sitting down. Chaos Knight is just sitting down and waiting. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. Why is he sitting down? And there comes the courier. That should be replenished, and while this is happening, there goes the attack. Shadow Demon is definitely pushing. That's 1. That's 2, and there you go. Let's go. Let's see whether they can go ahead and take him down. This is a great teamwork. Great teamwork. And does he go down? Does he go down? Yes, he does. That's definitely one gone down. That's a counter. That's a great counter that has been taken down. The Witch Doctor is down. Venomancers is down. And one more. That was great. 3 kill. 3 for 3. And let's see if that is actually going to go. And he's going to go down. Death Prophet is definitely moving back. One and sufficient. Sufficient. That was a great 3v3, so I would call that a mid-battle draw at this time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Since we have a lot of people who are calling out, I just read the chat and the game is sufficiently paused. Guess what? ICGC is back this year, and Yogi, who's part of Rapture. Thanks, Yogi. We love you.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And there you go. There's a huge amount of attack that is happening. That is 3 versus 1. Whether this is going to be... I think they should be able to take down Dragon Knight really quickly. That shouldn't be a problem at all. And there goes the thing. And it is 11-12. While this action is happening, let's go ahead and check what if there is no huge attack that's going to happen now. This is sufficiently being walled off here, and that should not be a problem. While this is there is a sufficient amount of push that is happening at the bottom tower. So this is literally a top versus bottom fight. So that is going to be really interesting, and the pushes are going to come really thick and fast while this goes on.
Dire's top tower is under
And
attack.
while that is happening, you are seeing that there is a huge amount of push that is going to happen here. Whether our dear little Ocheka can go ahead and defend, which is there. No, they cannot. And there goes down the top, and there goes down the bottom tower simultaneously. So there is a full push of 4v1 at the top. Will he be taken down? No chance. That's going to be sufficiently fine. And while the push is happening, there is a push at the bottom also happening. Middle has pretty much been ignored by everyone. This is literally what I would like to say is a very yin and yang thing, you know. So there's a top attack, there's a bottom attack. Green's attacking the top, red's attacking the bottom. And while we're doing that, let's look at whether the Radiants have been able to go ahead and pull everything back. Yes, they have. They were really 1,000 gold down, as you can see on the attacks, but they have definitely pulled that back. And if you look at the experience set, Radiant is definitely earning consistently more experience than the Dire. And guys, Radiant, if you remember, it's very important, Radiant is definitely the underdogs here. TA is often been said that DMC is much stronger, but guess what? I think it's fairly even, 12-14. Don't know whether it's there goes the Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is going to be definitely ganked out. Now let's go ahead and see whether Windrunner, the little baby, is going to go survive. She should be able to go ahead and run away because there is sufficient amount of pressure being built, and there is a tower definitely in the way. However, with her going back and replenishing and filling her bottle, that should definitely give enough time for a kind of a counter push to happen. Understand there are all 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys standing at the top.
Quiver is empty.
Ooh, that was a great pull. I did not even catch that. That was really nice. I'm sorry we could not even see where that pull was, but this was definitely hit. I thought that Windrunner had moved back, but Windrunner had not moved back, and that would have been a huge issue. Push at the top. I think they will be able to go ahead and take this down in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is now a strong push, a really strong push that can go ahead and get nearly back home. Radiant really needs to go ahead and make sure that TA assembles everyone and pushes a counter, which is there. But there is a huge change that is actually happening, guys. The entire DMC is pulling out and actually waiting at the secret shop to go ahead and try and see if they can go ahead and get 1 or 2 ganks if someone goes and pulls in here. Sufficient amount of players are standing here. Why are they going and doing something there? This wait is not going to pay off. Oh, but there is going to be a really good counter. There goes one attack. Let's see, it's going to be a full team battle. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3. And TA is definitely going to have to pull back, otherwise they will go ahead and lose all 3 of their players. Dev definitely goes down. DMC lost Ancient Apparition and Venom Hancer fell down on both sides. So this is a fairly 1v1 even attack. And we have our dear Death Prophet going and running and seeing whether they can go ahead and take down Shadow Demon. Death Prophet is at 14, Shadow Demon is at 13. And this is 2v1, which is there, but a Windrunner definitely falls back because of the counter that comes in from Shadow Demon, and Shadow Demon has made sure that which is and Shadow Demon definitely takes down Death Prophet. That was a huge pull. One guy takes out 2, and the balance is now 19-18. And whether this was Earth Prophet's going to be supported sufficiently, and that's fine. The Undying is now become sufficiently strong, running at level 13, and should be able to go ahead and pull against Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor is moving, but if he's not careful, he was going to be pulled from the back. This is going to be a great. It was 1 versus 2 versus now it's 3 versus 1, and there goes down Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight is definitely down, and there goes down Witch Doctor. Shadow Demon is just imba right now, guys. You have to see Shadow Demon is now sitting at 9 versus 1 with 5 assists into the game. He is now going and taking 14 levels, and if you look at the charts which are running there, the charts definitely been pulled back. The entire experience set has moved back. In terms of composition, if you look at, where is my composition page? Let's look at what is the kind of phase boots are definitely on for Windrunner, which is there, but Shadow Demon is definitely made his Vanguard and Orchid boots for a Ring of Basilisk. This is definitely getting really interesting, guys. No wonder you said that DMC is going to be a little stronger team, and Shadow Demon paused. While the lots of flag is actually happening. The attack's actually going to go and work fairly sufficiently with the entire pullback happening. I think there were 2. Every hero went back and replenished, so there was not much of a counter that actually happened. While we're going and doing that, Shadow Demon continues farming, has hit level 15. Middle is now getting a sufficient amount of attention, which was not there earlier. So that is definitely going to be a fairly welcome. Whether all four, yeah, all five are collecting here, and here comes Windrunner. And let's just say whether they're going to go and check. Now this is just jungling here, whether this is going to be sufficiently strong. And there are four of them sitting here and jungling here. And there is definitely going to be a Roshan pull which is happening. Let's see whether it's Roshan's definitely being attacked. Whether this can be prevented easily or not is something that has to be seen. That's normally a great time to go and pull. Whether they will go to Roshan or not is unknown. Definite attacks happening, but not really going to be. There is a call to go ahead and go to the other side's secret shop, and there you go. Whether this, oh no, that was just Chaos Knight. It's just going to get focused down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ancient Apparition's gone. Chaos Knight's gone. 2 versus 1 is definitely 3 versus 1 right now. Whether they will go down or not. Yes! Shadow Demon does get taken down after a very long time. Venomancer's poison does its trick. Whether this is going to be a great attack right now or not, which is there. If they go and push down the middle tower, this is going to be there. Everyone is attacked, and poor Windrunner had to go ahead and run back and fill her bottle. So this is just going to be a pure push, which is there. There is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds left right now. This is, everyone's just going to go ahead and move. Whether they go ahead and move down the center or not is something that is to be seen. But no, not really. They moved back. I think they are going and waiting to go and take on Roshan. This is 2. Whether they get 3, there they go.
The earth thanks you. Illusion.
And there's an illusion rule. So while we resume the game, there is a strong push that is coming, and there might actually be they're actually jungling in the Radiance half of this, and whether this is going to be a good counter which is there, let's go ahead and see. There comes our dear Dragon Knight, and whether he will go ahead and get countered against Venomancer. Not really. Venomancer's got support, but whether that will last or not. So illusion versus illusion, and that's okay. That's not something that is. So as you can see, guys, there is a lot of action that is happening all the way down the middle. Why do I always see Windrunner coming down here and replenishing herself and not filling her bottle? While that is happening, I just wanted to go ahead and say, okay, that's a nice drawing that someone has drawn. Whether that is going to go, yeah, there is a definite pull that it's going to happen, and everyone is going to pull back from DMC's side. Yes, there they go. There goes the attack on my dear Roshan. And 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them here. 5th is coming in. Whether this is going to be an interesting counter and they can go ahead and get them behind that, that will be really interesting. Roshan's about 75% down, and here they come. Whether they can go ahead and get all 5 of them, this is going to be really interesting. This is going to be a really good matchup. Let's go ahead and say this goes the first kill. The Ancient Apparition is definitely down. Whether this can actually go ahead and get down a couple of other people, which is there. Our dear Chaos Knight is, come on, someone die. Okay, Chaos Knight is dead. There you go. Undying is definitely going in, paying for himself. There goes Earthshaker. Earthshaker is down too, and there goes the last one. Venomancer's definitely down. That is great 2v2 counter, and Roshan is still not down. And whether this fight is actually going to be with okay, distance, Windrunner, distance, girly. Not bad, really good. Whether she can go ahead and take down our dear Shadow Demon, who is definitely at level 16 versus a level 13. She basically said, yes, I can. And she did, and she made sure that she's surviving. And there goes the reverse counter. And whether this is going to be a re-request to go ahead and take down Roshan is going to be interesting. But there are only 2. Here comes the third support. Third support of Ancient Apparition. Ancient Apparition is running at level 9, guys. You have to go ahead and see whether Yeah, they'll go ahead and start tanking him. Ancient Apparition is actually at level 9, and if you see that there is level 16, level 12, 16, 16, again 16, 11, 10, 11, 10. So Witch Doctor is pretty much the only one who comes close, and that's not really much of a difference. And there goes Roshan down,
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
and Dragon Knight's definitely picked up. No, the Drad has definitely gone and changed from Dragon Knight. Yeah, yep, definitely. And here comes the entire TA team, and whether they're going to go and push against this. Come on, Shadow Demon, you can take 1v5. Come on, they can do it in Counter Strike. Why can't you do it too? 1v5, level 16. There you go. Poison 1, poison 2. That's not going to affect him too much. And poison keeps coming in. Poison consistently keeps coming in, but is not hitting. And he is getting support. Yeah, a little bit more poison. He's getting support. They're moving down to go ahead and go down to the middle, and they're not really going anywhere. So the whole team is now again going and running full counter. There is this line which they are not really crossing right now. So that's going to be an interesting lull in the play. I think they are really gathering together like the calm before the storm. I think they're all getting together to go ahead and push and get some really, really cool action done. And there they go. They're definitely going and pushing down. Whether they will go, yes, they will take the river and they will go ahead and cross over from the right flank. Whether they can go ahead and be sufficiently met in the middle. Here comes the TA army. Here comes DMC. Team battle! Let's see who's going to go ahead and get this. Everyone goes and unleashes their powers. Everyone's ultimates is there. There goes down the first one. Witch Doctor is definitely down. Pyro's definitely, and remember Pyro's got the urn. And 1, 2, 3. TMC. TA is definitely going down. Come on, one is left, and this is full team kill. This is full team wipeout. Team wipeout on TA. Whether the DMC can go ahead and push this and make this count is something going to be interesting, or whether they're going to sit down and make them suffer is going to be really interesting. I think they are definitely pushing down the middle. This tower should not last more than 4 seconds. 5, 4. Yeah, there it goes. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. There goes the tower. Whether they will go ahead and push all the way down here is there. They have reached the base. They have reached the base. And this is going to be a good push. Whether they will go ahead and make sure that the push is active or not is there. But the tower should definitely deny. They are waiting here to go ahead and replenish. Ancient Apparition definitely takes a small walk back home. And there it is. Undying is back on the field. Yeah, Undying is back. I am the zombie. But while I stop talking like a little zombie, and who's called Arnold Schwarzenegger, who I love, by the way, in Terminator, this is going to be really interesting. It is a push that is going to go down the middle. I think it is sufficiently in the favor of DMC. DMC is got definitely the goal, definitely the experience, and if they go ahead and just push and end the game, that'll be really nice. While they are doing this, the entire TA team is gathering on the bottom right, and I think they should flank into the middle, and that should sufficiently be fine. Yeah, there goes one shot from Windrunner. They are waiting whether their ultimates are active. There is not really no ultimate. Okay, huge lag. Okay, I don't know whether I lagged out or someone lagged out. Okay guys, I am sorry, but I am seeing what you're seeing. The lag is kind of bad. Okay, it's finally back. Ish. No. Yes, it is. Guys, if you're getting really jittery stream, we are all getting really jittery stream. I think this is back at the internet. I think they should stabilize it automatically. So just be patient. It's there for everyone, including me. I cannot see anything better than that. And that little creep died in 11 seconds. So you can pretty much imagine that a 46 billion year time is going to be really difficult to go ahead and manage. While we're doing this, come on. Okay, in case you guys did not catch that, we are back. There was this huge lag spike we all experienced, and it's all fine. While we're doing this, it is 20 versus nearly 40. And yeah, so that was just a very quick problem that we had to go ahead and solve. Sorry for that. Internet does tend to be a little wonky, even if it is a 14 Mbps internet. Yeah, 14 Mbps internet. That goes bad too. So while we are doing this, let's see if there is going to be an attack from the top. Yes, there is. They're going to go ahead and push down. Now they're literally playing. They're just taking down towers left, right, and center to just go ahead and make some money and get some experience. Although they made sure that they have get a deny. A team battle. Come on, fall, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Death Prophet and about to go down now. Death Prophet's down, Chaos Knight's down, and Dragon Knight's basically going and doing Shadow Demons. Really, Shadow Demons making sure that this is there. Oh, this is close. That was so close. That was so close. Whether this is going to go get taken down. She is too fast right now. She's too fast for me to even follow right now. Go ahead, replenish. And here goes this. Oh ho ho! You know what we call this? We call this base beep. And since this is a sponsored stream, I will not tell you what that beep is. But yeah, I think this game match is well and truly over. This is just a matter of time whether this gets pushed down, and this is a whole team down. This is the third time in the whole match that the whole team has been gone and pulled down really, really quickly. They're just going to go destroy each tower. They're now working on their barracks, and once the barracks are done, this is just one Venomancer who's there and a little witch doctor who's going to try and do something, but they really can't. There is just no timers. There is no, and Venomancer's getting focused down. Whether Venomancer can get focused down is something a question. No, Venomancer definitely goes down, with Shadow Demon making sure that the poison was just way too much. Barracks are down at the top, and this is just a full thing. I think this is a total GG. Death Prophet's also going to get pulled down when 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There goes Witch Doctor, and our dear, there goes Dragon Knight. Chaos Knight, and come on, let's see whether this will happen the next time also or not. And ooh, that didn't really happen. I thought there was someone who's going to take a pot shot, but that didn't really happen. And Earthshaker is going to go back. Earthshaker is going to go back with 67 hit points. Yeah, well, nothing really happening. It's the 3 guys are still dead, 5 people alive. They're just waiting to go ahead and get some kills. This is Windrunners just getting focused down. And they just, every time someone comes out of the base, they are getting focused down. consistently. So, and there goes down the last tower. I think this is just call a GG. And there goes another kill. Venomancer's all gone. Shadow Demon's there. And yeah, I think this is good. Base beep again. And but survives. Witch Doctor survives the nice beep 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 beep. You have mega creeps on board. Everything is gone. There goes another thing. And that's a GG. DMC takes down, and yes, I think everyone's favorite definitely takes down this